Hello, Truth Seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, you asked me this question: how do I integrate my spiritual practice into my daily life? The answer is no, you can't integrate your spiritual practice to your workplace or to anything you are involved in. You can't. The whole reason you are suffering to integrate your spiritual practice already shows that you cannot. The more you try to invite your spiritual practice to your environment, outer environment, notice you feel weird, you feel restricted, you feel strange, you feel self-aware. Right? All this feeling comes in when you try to bring the spiritual practice into your daily life. There's a pretentious quality comes in when we invite the spirituality to relative world. The unease is there. The unease is there because the awareness is watching what you're doing, isn't it? The idea or the ego self want to incorporate the spiritual practice to daily life, and when you do it, there's unease in you, and your awareness is watching the unease in you. You already know that it doesn't work, but you're still pushing to integrate the practice, and it becomes forceful, isn't it? It is already forceful. We don't have to bring the spiritual practice to our daily life. We don't need it. Anything we add into our moment is a struggle, including the spiritual practice. We need to be part of the moment and witness the moment and learn from the moment and organize ourselves in the moment, not adding the spiritual layer. Notice when you start to bring the spiritual practices into your daily life in your meeting. For example, you are in the meeting, you try to invite that. You're focusing on your breath while you're trying to hear what's happening in the meeting. You are self-aware, and you're still being part of the meeting. So when you start to focus on something, you're already missing what's happening in the moment, isn't it? You're trying to remember your spiritual practice. You're forgetting what's happening in the moment. The focus is divided in you, and the divided focus makes you not aware of the moment, and also adds struggle in you. So don't try to add any spiritual practice into your daily life. The only thing you need in your daily life is awareness, anchoring in awareness. Your nature is awareness. Your nature is conscious. So we just have to be conscious of the moment. And when we are conscious of the moment, then we see how things are unfolding in front of us in whatever we are participating. And from there we can organize ourselves to make things better. And that is already making life simpler, creating an ease in one's life. If you feel struggle, if you feel unease, if you feel weird, then don't do it. Don't do it. Just keep it simple. Awareness is enough. And this is the thing, guys. The whole spiritual journey, the enlightenment journey, is to figure out who you are as consciousness. You are consciousness. The nature of the consciousness is conscious. And another way to say it, its nature is empty. And we, the whole journey is to rest in who we are. We are already that. So why do we need to pretend to be more spiritual in the things that we involve in? We don't. And we also need to recognize that the outside world is the pattern world. Whatever we are engaging is the world of pattern. And the freedom, the spiritual freedom, is no pattern. And we are already that. We are already that. Our nature is that. So we are already participating to the pattern world. We just have to put our focus in the things that we involve in, and that's good enough. That's already living a mature life. If you can focus yourself in the things that you do, that it's already a mature life, a mindful life, aware living. It's already there. When you're focusing on something, don't try to focus on your breath. You're focusing on your breath, again, you're diverting your focus. You're aware and you try to be aware of the things. The more you do this kind of stuff, the more you feel uneasy in yourself. Life is already struggle. You are adding one more struggle by dividing your focus. So no need. No need any spiritual reference coming in your daily life. You just need to be aware moment to moment. Being aware moment to moment, that is already spiritual practice. There you go. If you want to integrate your spiritual practice to daily life, be aware. That's it. That's it. Don't complicate your life. Don't complicate your life. Life is already difficult. Don't try to add anything from the spiritual practice into your daily life. I already said, if you really want to integrate your spiritual practice into your daily life, it's about being mindful. It's about being aware. It's about resting in who you are as a consciousness and allow the nature of the consciousness to be conscious of the things that you are doing. That's it. That's it. So this is how you integrate spirituality into your daily life. Okay? Again, reminding you this enlightenment journey is about figuring out the truth of who you are. And truth of who you are is consciousness. And the nature of the consciousness is conscious, which is you. You are already that. So, finishing the spiritual journey, after finishing the spiritual journey, you have to put that quality back in the world, observing the world while you're anchoring in who you are. So that's the post-enlightenment. And if you are not aware of if you're not able to see the truth of who you are right now, at least you can be aware, and just be aware. You can be aware of things. There's two eyes to participate in the world. One is this physical eyes, and the third eye is the awareness. Awareness is the third eye. It's not, don't try to focus between the eyebrows and put that in the things that you do. Awareness is the third eye. So you have two way to see things, physical eyes and awareness, and utilize that. And if you do that, your life will be less complicated. You'll invite more ease in your life. Now, being aware is enough to be part of the world. Okay, awareness is needed to integrate, to be part of the world. Okay, now, how do I realize the truth of who I am? How to figure out the truth of who we are as consciousness is by removing the mind. Right now, who we are is the belief, isn't it? We have so much preference. We have so much conditioning. Conditioning has become the preference in us. And preference is simply the idea. And we are moving with the idea in our lives. Every moment, we are moving with the ideas. And from the moment, we're adding the experience to our to our preference, and we are upgrading the preference. So who we are right now is the mind, and we are neglecting who we are, the true self, the awareness, the consciousness. We're neglecting that, and because of not knowing who we are struggling. And because of the struggle, we are now being part of the spiritual practice, and we're trying to bring the spiritual practice back into the world, in the things that we involve in. And we are creating a further struggle for ourselves. So, life is a struggle. And you are being part of spirituality, and now you have so much ideas on spirituality, and you put the ideas, those spiritual ideas in your life. Now there's more struggle. There's more division. You know that there is so much division after inviting the spiritual ideas and spiritual practices, isn't it? Life was simpler back then, when there was no spiritual, when we didn't have spiritual ideas and practices. Life was simpler. But now it's complicated. We become more righteous now from the practice. And our own righteousness is making us struggle. So, until we see the truth of who we are, life is going to unfold with mental conflict, fear, which is the struggle and pain. And if you don't see the truth of who we are, we can still be aware in moment to moment, and we can live life like that. But still, even living life moment to moment with awareness, still can eliminate the fear in us, because the fear is already conditioned. Living moment to moment with awareness helps us to see the world is a pattern. Everything is a pattern. We see that. That may help you inspire you to go all the way in to figure out the truth of who you are. It will help you, though. Being aware in the moment to moment will help you to be part of the inward journey eventually. But the fear won't be dissolved. To eliminate the fear, the inner struggle for good, you have to see your true self. You have to see the inner truth, the unchanging truth. And to see the unchanging truth, you have to dismantle the mind. You have to trace your mind backward to figure out the root cause of the struggle. Mind is a struggle. Mind is fear as well. Mind is fear. Mind creates the byproduct fear. So mind is a struggle, mind is a fear, mind is conflict. So mind is the source of struggle and pain. So to overcome the struggle, we have to dissolve the mind. And dissolving the mind is the way to see the truth of who we are. So that's the journey. We have to take out the mind to see the truth, and seeing the truth makes the life simpler, easier, and fearless. Okay, that's the approach: dismantling, subtracting. So your question is, how do I integrate my spiritual practice into my daily life? So you ask yourself, why do I have this question? The whole spiritual journey is about asking ourselves question on why we have the question in the first place. So that is a self-inquiry in tracing the mind backward to figure out the no mind. And no mind is who we are. The nature of the consciousness is empty. No mind is empty. So questioning ourselves is to get there. So ask yourself, why do I need to integrate spirituality into my daily life? Why? Don't give up with the highest meaning for this question. You have upgraded answer for this question. This answer you have, the upgraded answer, is not even yours. You have collected from the world, isn't it? It's not yours. So don't stop there. Now, whatever answer comes in from asking yourself a question, now use that answer to trace your back mind further. Why is that important? So this is the way to trace your mind backward, and keep going backward. No matter what answer resurface in you, keep questioning yourself why. And eventually you'll figure out the root cause of the surface fluctuation, surface fear, surface struggle. And then once you see the root, you have to let go of the root as well. That's where the fear comes in, and you have to dismantle your fear. You have to subtract the fear by asking why. And this is the way to dissolve the fear, and that's the way to see. That's the way to go back all the way to see the truth of who you are. Okay, that's the journey. Now, if you are following my channel for a while, and if you are doing the work, and if you're doing some work but you are getting stuck in the practice, then I have recently published my book. This is the book. It's called Unbecoming: How to Unbecome Your Fear, How to Unbecome the Struggle, How to Unbecome the Stress. So here's the book. It's a manual on how to do the self-inquiry practice. So if you're interested, grab a copy from Amazon. It's available now. And after grab a copy, read it, and if you have a question, and I will answer it for you. Okay, so the copy is available now. Yeah, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for supporting so far. Take care for now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.